Hey guys, it's Ree from Untamed Outlaws, bringing you our next recap video. So this one was against an Indonesian clan. As you can see, we won again. I think this is our 5th win. We're actually about ready to have our 6th. Our war that we're currently in is about over as well, so I'm just a little behind. So this is what they did to us. 0 stars on our number 1. Lots of 2 stars. They only used 27 out of 40 attacks. I don't think they were trying very hard because even number 20 only got 1 star. So we 3-starred everything except for this top one, Town Hall 10. And even though it says a 2-star here, 53%, the best attack on it was actually by Bama. He got a 98%. He just needed a little more time and he would have had it, and we would have had another perfect war. But no biggie, we still won. So the first one that I'm going to show you here is by our top Town Hall 9, Knit, and he's taken on number 3. This is a southern teaser base, just turned sideways. These kind of bases want you to attack over here, so it's best not to do that. So Knit came in from the top. It was a really easy place to get his funnel because not a lot of outside buildings. Breaks it open and sends the Valks in. He brought a baby drag. He's going to drop that down here in just a minute. And it works really well because nothing's targeting it. And when it's going in its rage, it just kind of goes through some of those buildings really fast. So he gets a lot of value for that. Drops a heal spell perfectly there for the Valks and jumps them in so they will take care of that queen. They're going to get the king also. And then he brought a couple loons up at the top here to hit this cannon. That was a good choice just to take those in, a good value for that. They're actually going to come down and do some help with these Teslas too, because those Teslas are targeting the golems and the Valks that are left right there. So just for the 2 loons, he got a lot of work out of them. They don't end up going down until that air defense targets them. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward this here now. There's not a whole lot left. His king and queen are both still up. Still working. He's got a couple Valks still left and just really making his way around to get the rest of the cleanup, and that will be a nice 3-star here. So the next one I am going to show you is just right down here by Brooch, taking on number 4. I'm showing you this one because you'll see kind of a lot of these bases like this where the purpose is they want the troops to go around and not be able to get into the core. So he brought 3 golems for this, so that way he can do a really, really big funnel. The CC lure was really easy, so he could just take those whiz out, no problem. And he's going to be really patient here before he sends his Valks in, because this is basically just a max Valk attack with the 3 golems. So he waits until everything, even all the way up around the corners, is cleared before he drops them in with the jump, so they go right into the center. He got lucky on the split there because there was no way to really keep them from going around. That's just what they were going to do. And hits another heal over there. The only reason they ended up coming back around and taking that jump is because they saw the queen. It took me a minute to realize why they were doing that when that air defense was right there. But they saw that queen, so they went back around for her. So he still has 1 golem running around on the outside that's going to end up doing some tanking for him. His king went down. His queen is still up pretty much to full health. So it's just once they get through this wall, it's really just going around and cleaning the rest of the stuff up. There's a few defenses left, but really not enough that's going to do anything. And he has golems on both sides that are doing some tanking for him, with the queen coming in at the back end just to help. So that was a nice 3-star, good job. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to show you is actually me making fun of myself. I'm going to come in here and then I'm going to pause it just real quick. So over the time of my playing Clash, I've had some different rules for people who seem to forget certain things. Number one rule for quite a few people is always check your troops before you go in. They came out with that screen to show you if you're missing stuff. So there's really no excuse when you go in there and you say, oh, I forgot CC, or oh, my king was down. It shows you right there. So that was a number one rule. Number two rule is quite a few of us in this clan are adults and we like to partake in some drinking. And when you've had too much to drink, doing your war attack is not always the best idea. So the number three rule that I broke here is when I found out that I had to hit this base, I was rushing and I was also really mad about something else. And so I went into this attack just really mad. I barely looked at it and I went, okay, yeah, expos are set to ground. I'm just going to La Loon this and I'll just crush it. Who cares? Well, that isn't really what happened. So my plan was I was going to come out here and take down this queen since she was on the outside. Nice and easy. Use the hogs to pull the CC troops. So that's all fine. I dropped my poison. Everything's working. The king ends up going down real fast, but not a big deal. The queen is still doing some stuff. There's my first mistake. I missed my queen. At this point I went, oh, I still have 2 whiz up. What am I going to do? Well, I guess there's nothing. I'm just going to go for it. And I basically just started dropping them haphazardly. I wasn't even really paying attention to what I was doing. I just threw them all together. And then next mistake, okay, there's a nice rage. Oh, I dropped 2 of them. So that hurt me. I don't know if it would have made a difference or not, but at this point, but it definitely didn't help things. So I don't think I was extremely concerned yet. I was irritated, dropped my other rage, but I start getting to the point here when my loons all start grouping up and I think, oh, this is not going to happen. So let me just put it one more speed just because loons are slow. And you can see, I get over there, that last one, think maybe I have a shot, but time is probably going to get me. No, does not happen. I make it through here, start to come to the end, getting too much splash damage, and boom, I have no loons left. All I have left are the pups, and that is just not going to cut it. So I just wanted to show that just to keep in mind. There's just certain times that you shouldn't attack, and when you're rushed and you're angry about something, that's definitely not the best time. And I came in here way too cocky, thinking no big deal, and I didn't even get a 2-star. So the last one I am going to show you is Town Hall 8 attack. Let me find it here. This one, yes. So C3, this was his first fresh hit on this base. This is kind of a similar base. You'll see this one quite a bit. Something along those lines. So he did the CC pull. One thing I can say for other clans too is every single one of these, the CC in this enemy had whiz in it. That is really not the best idea, because when you start realizing that's in there, then we all just know, oh, they put whiz in every CC. It's best to try to keep them guessing, mix and match some things. There's quite a few ideas of thought about what's best in the CC. I haven't really seen anything that I think is like the absolute fabulous. A lot of times CCs anymore are just time crunches, but definitely don't just put every single thing in there the exact same. So C3 did his funnel. He's got the Valks going in there nicely. Drops the heal spell for him while they're breaking through that wall to get the king. He's able to go right into the core for them and then drops the rage. That way they just do it all at once real quick. Right now, all of the defenses are targeting them while they're in that circle, so he just starts sending his hogs in. Making a circle around. I was talking to C3 a little bit because I do think that he's waiting just a little bit too long on his hogs. He has a Town Hall 9 account as well, and sometimes you kind of forget what your troops can do. I know I do the same thing since I have a Town Hall 9 and a Town Hall 8, is I'll go into some of these attacks thinking I have heavier duty troops, and that isn't really what happens. But he still easily got the 3-star here. King's still up, still has some Valks up. Still has some hogs to go around and do some of the cleanup. And C3, in his fashion, likes to drop his swag heel in the center and poison on the CC there. So nice attack for him as well. So that is all I have this war for you guys. Again, just leave me some comments if you have any questions. We're still always recruiting. We've changed our guidelines to Town Hall 8 and above now, no more Town Hall 7s. So you can check out our website, which I have listed there, or just stop by our clan and see if we will let you in. Thanks, and I will see you next time.